Morning, everyone. Be'ezrat Hashem, Mincha is going to be at 7. Please be on time. Today's learning is sponsored by Ilui Nishmat Uriel Ben Hefzi, sponsored by Anonymous. Chazak u'Baruch. Continuing in the halachot of Muktze, we were discussing yesterday a kli that it is Muktze Mahmat Hisaron Kis, something that is considered to be the highest form of Muktze, where a person does not want to use it for any other usage than its primary usage because he is concerned that it might break, get ruined, and get lost. So that's called Muktze Mahmat Chisan Kis, is the highest level of Muktze. There is a question that was posed, and something that we were very careful to mention. Muktze Mahmat Chisan Kis only applies to something that its primary purpose is of Isul. Let's give an example. If you have a knife of a shochet, a knife of moed, its primary purpose is of Isur. Then you can have on top of that, says he doesn't want to use it for other things, it's called Muktze Mahmat Chisaon Kis. However, what if the primary usage is something that's not Asur? Let's say a person has, as an example, expensive cups, really, really expensive china or glassware that he does not use throughout the entire year, only on Pesach he uses it. So a random Shabbat, he wants to take it from one place and move it to another place. We don't call that Muktze Mahmat Chisaon Kis. Even though he's very careful, he doesn't let anybody touch it, he doesn't let anybody use it. But what is its primary purpose? Of Isul or of Eter? Its primary purpose is to drink. That is of Eter. It does not have the status of Muktze. The same thing would be true. A very common example, let's say a person has an expensive painting hanging on the wall, kid runs around, bangs into the wall, painting falls on the floor. Would he be permitted to pick it up and put it back on the wall? It is mutar to go ahead and do that. Obviously, to connect it with some, glue and tape would be a problem. But to go ahead and to just hang it onto the nail would not be a violation of any halacha. And the reason is because it's not called Muktze Mahmat Chisaon Kis, even though it's a very expensive painting, because the main purpose of the painting, to see it, is not something of Isur. The same thing would be true for a clock that's hanging on the wall and it falls down. One would be permitted to take it and put it back on, even if it is something like very expensive, like let's say as an example out there, like a Rolex watch that's clock hanging on the ceiling. You would go ahead and you would still be able to take it and put it back on without any issue whatsoever, and it does not get defined as Muktze Mahmat Chisaon Kis. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'amen.